Hey everyone, it's Tom Hernandez over here, real estate agent and coach and mentor at Keller Williams in Studio City. Today is an interview with Nadia Ariola, one of my agents in the office, and we're talking about the difference between a listing appointment and an actual meet and greet. So make sure you stay tuned because it's really important, the information I have to share with you today. Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning into my channel here. Today, I am with Nadia Ariola. Hi, Nadia.
Hi, Tom.
So, today we're, Nadia, tell us a little bit about yourself. How long you been in real estate?
I've been in real estate for 4 years now.
Good. Got you. And you got
Yeah,
a background in property management, no?
yes, I do. Yeah, I
Mm.
grew up in the business. Since I was a kid, my mom was a property manager and I fell in her footsteps.
I
Yeah,
love it. Good
yeah.
for you. Well, welcome. She's somebody that I coach and mentor here in my office at Keller Williams in Studio City. And you and I have been kind of going back with some dialogue, and I thought it'd be great for everybody to kind of get to see the interactions of real estate agents in the trenches, because you've been lead generating for a while and you were experiencing frustration because you were doing your calls and you were making appointments and you were getting listing appointments and stuff like that. But then you started to notice some frustrations. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I was calling, I was having conversations with complete strangers, and I was able to book appointments. And to my surprise, I wasn't closing any of them,
Yeah.
not realizing um,
And
they
that
were,
kind of obviously got you frustrated because you would call me
yeah,
and you would be like, and I'd be like, hey, calm down. And when we talk about real estate, obviously there's a lot to do with, your energy and your energy levels. How did that affect you? Your energy dropped down a lot?
yes, it did, definitely. I mean, you get so excited to, even have a conversation on the phone. A lot of times people just hang up on you, cuss you out, don't call me anymore, take me off your list.
Yeah.
And when you start having conversations, well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
And then when you get to book an appointment, that's extremely exciting. You get to go, you do a, walkthrough, they show you around the property and you sit down on the table, show them, the how much their home is worth, your listing presentation, and then for them to tell you, oh, I'm not ready yet. I
Yeah.
just wanted to know what my home was worth.
So you walk in feeling like $1 million and you hop in your car feeling like $5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely know that because as an agent being in the business for as long as I have, I would watch agents walk out the door going, I got an appointment. And then the door would open up 2 hours later and they'd be deflated. And I'd be like, what happened to you? I got an appointment. It was funny and stuff like that. But you know, you and I, when you were going through this, we had obviously a talk about your mindset, and having to keep a strong mindset. Was there
Yes.
anything that you say that we talked about that you implemented, working out, getting good sleep and stuff like that kind of helped your mindset to be strong during that time?
Yeah, absolutely. Getting enough sleep, going to bed early, waking up early, getting my exercise, eating healthy, getting in the office, early in the morning. Just all that stuff it was super beneficial for me. I definitely saw a big change in my energy and my mood, and I that's what works for me.
So you did see obviously the energy level come down because you were getting rejected. And then you were actually taking these extra steps so that you could get up the next day and perform. But
Right.
there were days of burnout where you were, like you had mentioned, like you felt like that very first day in real estate where you were having those conversations that all realtors, new agents have of, I'm inexperienced, they're not going to want to work with me. I don't know enough. You were kind of experiencing that as well by not getting these appointments.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there are rejections, and naturally, no one likes to feel rejected.
Yeah.
And, but at the same time, I mean, you have to work on your mindset. You have to read those books. You have to say your affirmations. You have to just, think about your vision
Wow.
and what fuels you. And I think to me, that was like, that's what keeps me going every day, even when I get rejected. I mean,
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's a tough business that we're in. It's like, I tell a lot of agents, every day we wake up, we're unemployed. We're in a business that every morning we wake up, we're unemployed. It's what are
Yeah,
you going to do today to put a deal together? What are you going to do today to move the needle? And at
yeah,
the end, they say the definition of insanity is to do the same thing over but get a different result. And sometimes we kind of go in doing the same thing every day and don't get a result, and we do the same thing again the next day hoping that that result happens. So, in my years of being in real estate, man, I've been all over the gamut of riding high and riding low. And like you said, good sleep, nutrition, exercise have always been that way of keeping that balance for me. You and I talked about the conversations you were having, because after we got through that whole frustration, looking at your energy levels, getting your energy levels high to keep working on, then we had to take a step back and really look at what you were saying, right? And
right.
and the conversations you were having. What did we really kind of find out there in those conversations that you were having? You remember what we talked about there?
So, basically, when I was having these conversations with, people on the phone, they were just, obviously they weren't interested, but because I worked on myself, on my scripts, and I was able to carry a conversation, like continue a conversation, and, I would then make my way to getting an appointment.
Right? So the market's great, the values are high. I can tell you how much your home is worth. Free consultation, and
Right.
all the neuro linguistics that go along with scripts that go on there. They fed into that energy. They fed into that and said, "Well, man, you make it sound so good. Come on out." Yeah, am I right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I was just, getting them excited about the market. It's a seller's market, great time to sell. Interest rates are super low. This is the time to sell, if you want to sell at, top dollar. And of course, they want to know how much their home is worth, but in
Right.
reality, when sitting down on the table with them, they didn't have a need. They were just, testing the mark. Like, okay, how much is it gonna be?
Right.
You know?
So when we sat back, you and I, we really realized that what you were going on were what I like to call meet and greets, and
Yes,
not necessarily a listing appointment. And I
correct.
think for you, that's where that whole paradigm shift happened, right? Because then you realized it wasn't you, right? It wasn't your lack of skills or experience, or they didn't like what you said, or they didn't believe in your listing presentation. They were pretty much gung ho about, wow, what an amazing realtor you were. You had
Uh-huh.
just were sitting with people that really didn't have a need to sell.
Yes, they didn't have a need to sell.
And so you were mistakenly looking at a meet and greet as a listing appointment.
Correct.
And then the minute we kind of made that awareness, that whole paradigm shift happened, and that kind of changed your mindset as well. Yeah.
Correct.
um
Yeah.
so in looking back on that, um do you go out on meet and greets anymore?
Yeah, I'm in they need a conference room.
Okay. So, can they give you 1 minute to finish this up?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's Dennis and them, so they need it.
it's
Beautiful.
Dennis.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Well, it's one of our other agents over there. I get it. Hey, so and just wrapping up really quick, Nadia, um, you do still go on meet and greets?
I do, absolutely. I
Yeah.
don't turn down any appointments, whether they're meet and greets or obviously real appointments, listing appointments. To me, a meet and greet is an opportunity to connect with someone, and it's an opportunity for me to ask for referrals. It's an opportunity for me to follow up with them, put them on a drip campaign, and send them mailers and texting them, "Hey, how's it going? Happy Valentine's Day, Happy Easter," et cetera, et cetera.
So
So
you're just as happy now as going on a meet and greet and a listing appointment because you see that there's value in both.
yes,
Awesome, awesome. Well, I think that's kind of the big takeaway that I wanted our viewers to see today was there is a difference between a listing appointment and a meet and greet. They're both equally as valuable because they build your database, they build referrals, they build relationships, and we are in a relationship business, correct?
correct.
Got it. All right, Nadia, I know you got to go. You're on a quick time frame there. Any last comments before we say goodbye?
Just keep doing it, keep going.
I love it. All right,
Great.
Nadia, thank you very much for your time. We'll see you around the office soon.
All right, bye guys.
Bye bye.
Bye.
So that was my interview with Nadia. We talked about the difference between a listing appointment and a meet and greet. We also talked about how important both of them are because we are in a relationship building business here in real estate. So for the future, make sure you hit subscribe down below so you can be notified on future episodes. Thanks and stay tuned.